Hello and welcome to my first ever Top 5 Wednesday video. I will leave the link to the Goodreads group down below. This week the topic was top 5 sci-fi and fantasy reads on your TBR. Since all I read pretty much is sci-fi and fantasy, I'm going to choose different ones that are on my TBR list to my April TBR, which I did recently. So these are just ones I'm hoping to get to by the end of the year. So the first one I don't actually have a copy of, it's on my Kindle, but it's the sequel to Red Rising by Pierce Brown. It's called Golden Sun. I also have Morning Star as well to read. These are the Red Rising trilogy. I won't say much about the second one, the Golden Sun, that I want to read because obviously it's a sequel, but it's basically set, it involves the Reds who work underground on Mars and the Golds who are like more entitled, and yeah, that's basically a really brief synopsis of it. But I really enjoyed the first one and I've been meaning to get to the sequel for a while now. It was recommended to me by a YouTuber I follow called Pierre Ford, and she really enjoys the series, and I have to admit I really enjoyed the first one, so I'm looking forward to getting to the sequel. The next book I have is Planetfall by Emma Newman. I met Emma a few years ago back at a convention and I really enjoyed her Split Worlds series, which is a fantasy series. And this is her first science fiction novel. I also have the sequel, After Atlas, to read as well. This basically revolves around moving from Earth to set up a colony on another planet and everything that happens there. So I'm looking forward to getting to that as well. The next book I have on my TBR, on my list even, is Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor. I don't know an awful lot about this series. I have all 3 books now so I can start reading them. I'm currently reading Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor and I went into that blind as well, so yeah, I haven't really discovered much about the series. I've heard good things about it. I went into the Strange the Dreamer blind, so I'm pretty much going to do the same with that one as well. Okay, number 4 on my list is Three Dark Crowns by Kendara Blake. All I know about this one is that 3 triplets are born in every generation and there's only one throne, so only one of them can survive, and it's about who manages to get the throne. So it sounds really cool, it sounds quite interesting, so I'm looking forward to getting into that too. And then the last one on my list is The Queen of the Tearling by Erica Johansson. All I know about this is it's kind of like a mashup between The Hunger Games and Game of Thrones, which is an interesting combination, so I'm quite looking forward to getting to that. I've heard mixed reviews about the sequels for this. I've heard that people enjoy the first one and not so much the second and third, so hopefully I'll be able to read them all at some point and give my own thoughts about that one. But yeah, so that was my Top 5 Wednesday. Thank you for joining me for my first ever Top 5. And I hope to see you again soon. Bye!